Black Lightning, it has been a hit here on the CW. It went from the pages of a comic book to the small screen this year on our network. He's the first African-American superhero, and today we have Tony Isabella, who is the comic book and writer and creator of Black Lightning, to talk about an event this weekend. So that's so cool. Thank you for being here.
I'm so glad to be here.
I love that.
The Great American Comic Convention in Las Vegas is a premier show.
Yeah.
This is my first time out. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's lots of my old friends that I've worked with over the years. I love meeting the new fans. Black Lightning has pretty much put me on the map.
Yeah, it has.
So
big
I've
time.
been doing a lot of conventions. I speak on Black Lightning's origins. I speak on diversity in comics, and I'm just enjoying it.
That's so important.
The love for my character, you know, that I have is now duplicated by the fans, everyone who works on the TV show. I've met them all, the producers, the writers, the cast, and they're all so dedicated to this character and the types of stories that we're trying to tell, because, you know, it's a weird world out there and a challenging word, especially for young African American men.
Sure.
And we get to tell those stories. I do it in my comic books, they do it on the TV series, and you know, everyone is just so committed to these stories and characters. It's like every Tuesday night I get a gift.
That's so important. And you know what? I mean, we're seeing it on the small screen with Black Lightning, but we also saw a lot of that outpouring of support, and, you know, a lot of people, especially in the African American community, looking up to these superheroes when Black Panther came out. You know, that was huge. And so I think you're seeing that you know, the industry is starting to recognize that there is a place for this diversity, especially when it comes to that particular genre.
In the 1970s, guys like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby with the Black Panther.
Absolutely.
And then in the 70s, a writer named Don McGregor really took the Black Panther to another level.
And that was our first Black superhero.
Black Panther was the first one.
That was the first,
Black Lightning was DC's first headline Black superhero. But we did not have any African American writers in comics in the 70s, so it was up to these liberal progressive writers like myself and Don McGregor and Archie Goodwin and Roy Thomas to bring characters like Luke Cage to life. Misty Knight, who was another character I created, who's on the Luke Cage show, and Don McGregor and Black Panther, the Falcon. This was all because we recognized that we had, you know, a great number of readers that did not see themselves reflected in our comics.
It's important to see yourself, you know, and then not only that, not only for people within that community, but people outside of that community to see that diversity. I think that's important too.
Oh yeah, I've had Black readers come up to me and hug me at conventions with tears in their eyes because Black Lightning was the first time they saw themselves in a comic book.
That's important. Well, I want to talk about where they can see you. Let's talk about that before we wrap up.
They can see me at the Great American Comic Convention at the Las Vegas Convention Center.
Yeah.
I'll be there both days. I'll be doing panel presentations on Black Lightning. I'll be part of a panel on Stan Lee, who was my first boss and a mentor and a friend.
So cool. Wow.
And there'll be tremendous cosplay, lots of great vendors, lots of great writers and artists.
Now, what property is that going to be at again? So
Las Vegas Convention Center.
Okay, very good. So come check him out, Tony Isabella, who really is doing some awesome work when it comes to the world of comic books. I love it. Tony, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you being here, and stay with us. We'll be right back.